back to a new video. I figured this week I would do something a little different and I would bring you out with me to DC so that I could film the first video of a new series. And I think this series, I want each episode to kind of be something that I've learned, a lesson. So yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoy this video. It's a new type, so if you enjoy it, please leave a comment down below. So I figured that the first episode would be on boundaries. Boundaries is something that I have struggled with historically, and I have been practicing a lot in the past couple months. So I think that this is something that would be really helpful for you if it's something that you struggle with. And oh my god, cringy! Oh my god, I see like thousands of people at the Martin Luther King Memorial, and I feel like they're all gonna turn right and walk my way, even though I'm low-key hoping that they don't. But there's already people walking up this way, but if these people also come this way, FML, man. Hey guys, so I've been on a journey to try and find a location to film this video for you guys. It is insane all over the tidal basin right now. I had my 5 minutes of serenity before 3.5 million people started walking past me, and then I try to find like 2 other spots, another one that's closer to the water, and instead there are like cicada things in the trees that are making so much noise that if I turn the fan in my car off, you can hear the cicadas. So do you know what, it's a lose-lose situation. In retrospect, next time I will choose a better location to film this video, but nevertheless I still want to talk to you about boundaries and about what they mean to me and why I have been on this boundary journey for like a year now. So boundaries is something that I really wish that I had created earlier in life. Like I wish that I had figured them out and I had a good understanding of what it meant to create a boundary. I always felt like creating a boundary with somebody meant that you were saying no, or you were like purposefully trying to keep that person at arm's length, and that's not what a boundary is. A boundary in my mind is not to keep people out, but it's to create space for yourself. So I think, you know, what I've realized that means to me is that the world is really crazy right now. Like with COVID going on and all of this stuff happening, it makes it really difficult for people to be focused on other people opposed to be focused on themselves. And I have been in a place this year where I've been really introspective and I've been trying to evaluate a lot of things in my life and where they are, how I react, and what I've been doing about those things. And I've acknowledged that I'm the kind of person that is a pleaser. I enjoy making other people feel good about themselves and to feel good about what they have going on. I think the problem with that is that I usually do it and it's at a detriment to myself. And I have come to a place in my life where I no longer want to do that. And I don't want to do things that in my mind don't make me feel good about myself. And I think that I've realized that it's because I'm constantly putting other people's needs before my own. And I'm like that with my family, I'm like that with my friends, and I'm definitely like that in romantic relationships too. And that is why I sometimes feel like I'm not being an authentic version of myself, because I'm constantly trying to do whatever it is that the other person needs, opposed to just doing what I need. I think in the beginning, it's really difficult to start setting boundaries in a healthy way. Like, I don't think I've done a good job of it myself. Like, I think that everything in life is kind of a learning process, and just because you're figuring out how to do something doesn't mean that you're bad at it or that you should stop doing it. I just think that, you know, with more practice you'll get better at it. I think that what I've tried to do is I've tried to isolate myself, to give proper thought and consideration into the relationships that I do have and what I want from those friendships and relationships, so that I can properly evaluate what I'm getting out of them and how I'm reacting, how I'm behaving, you know, what the other person is getting. And I say all these things, but I still think it's like incredibly difficult to be a person that's I still think it's incredibly difficult to be a person that is like so open and willing, and it's hard to just stop being that way. And I think one of the biggest challenges that I've encountered is the resistance from people once you cut off their supply to you. So I genuinely see it as like, I allowed myself to be the person that consistently was available to have a chat and to help somebody make them feel better, to give them whatever they needed, to, you know, give them a boost, tell them what they wanted to hear and make their day. But I started feeling like when it was me that was low and that it was me that needed a pick-me-up, those same people that would come to me, I would turn to them, and like sometimes it wasn't reciprocated. And I think that's natural, like that's life. Like sometimes people do not have availability to be there for you when you need them. But they'll always reach out to you when they need you. And I think that it's difficult because, don't get me wrong, like it's very difficult to cut people out of your life, and that's not at all what I'm saying to do. I just think that the amount of interaction that you have with people that make you feel this way, you should limit that. You should limit that until you have it under control, or you feel better about how much you're giving to these people. Like, I don't think that it's wrong to take time for yourself and to prioritize yourself, because your health, your mental health, your well-being is top priority. Everybody should be focused on that themselves, and everybody has their priorities of things that they prioritize in their life. Those things are top priority for me, along with my family, and my family give me enough stress to worry about already. So I think that it's just, if I do have availability, I want to be working on myself, I want to be improving, I want to be a better version of myself. And the only way I can do that is if I start creating healthy boundaries with people, because I believe that everybody deserves to feel special and to feel like they're being heard, and especially with the people that they think are closest to them. And, you know, if you're finding that by, you know, implementing these boundaries, or by taking space, or by choosing you, those people are no longer wanting to be part of your life, that's on them. And I think that the thing that I still haven't learned how to do is adequately vocalize those exact feelings, those feelings of like saying what I want, because or what I need and what I'm not getting back. Like, I think sometimes when people just have a lot of shit going on, like they're so consumed with their own shit that they forget that everybody else has stuff too. So I think if anything, it's really important that you be a mindful human being, and you be considerate towards others, and that you treat everybody with respect, and you ask for the respect that you deserve, because regardless of who the other person is, everybody deserves to be treated with respect and to be spoken to, or to feel like they're special, that they belong in any situation, and to feel like their thoughts and feelings are validated. And if you're not getting that from your friendships or relationships, or even from your family, those are conversations that you need to have to make sure that you're feeling heard. And it's not always easy for the person on the receiving end to hear those things, I can tell you that right now. So you're gonna have to figure out how and what to do to get yourself in a position where you're starting to feel like they hear you. And if they don't, maybe you just change the context of that relationship, and you you know, you do what makes you feel good when you're with that person. You don't need to necessarily be their emotional crutch. Okay guys, so I think that it's short and sweet, all about boundaries, all about what I have experienced, what I'm learning, have learned, will continue to learn. I think that everything in life is a journey, and we're all trying to get, you know, to a place where we're happy, because that's the only thing that's really important. And I can say that I'm probably really at the beginning stages of learning all of these things and practicing them, and I'm not some kind of know-it-all guru on any of this stuff, but I do think that these are some of the things I've learned, some of the things that I wish somebody had told me, or that somebody had shown me sooner and earlier in life. So I hope that this video was something that you find inspirational or informative, or if boundaries is something that you're really good at practicing, I'm really happy for you, and I hope that you have some tips and tricks that you can maybe share with us in the comments down below. But thank you all for watching this video. It's been awesome getting to make it for you from my car. Wow, okay, anyway, cringy that those guys were like moving their car around. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you enjoyed me filming in my car, which is very cringy, and hopefully next time I will have a better setup for you. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys, catch you next week, bye!